Let me tell you a story about the first ever video game that was actual cinema. The year is 2001. And little old me is absolutely hooked on video games, but there is a certain type of game that was missing. You see, video games weren't the only thing I was hooked on. I was also in love with TV shows that had police chases in them, especially American shows.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is...
American shows were just different. More dramatic, more adrenaline-fueled, more cinema. I absolutely loved those shows and wanted to experience something like that in a video game. But anything close we had at that moment was a game released in 1992 on Sega Mega Drive. A game called Chase HQ 2. The core concept of Chase HQ 2 revolved around high-speed police pursuits. Players took on the role of an elite police officer, tasked with apprehending dangerous criminals. Sure, you had a chase phase, where you've got to race through the traffic and obstacles, dodging crashes to catch the target car before the times run out. And then there was a ramming phase, where you needed to catch up, repeatedly ram criminal's car until the damage bar is depleted, forcing it to stop for an arrest. A cool feature in Chase HQ 2 was being able to pick from 3 different cars before each mission. You had sports car, the 4x4 and the semi-truck. The game was cool and all, but by this time it was showing its age and we already had PS1 with groundbreaking graphics. So Sega Mega Drive games, they were looking a bit dead and dated. So my search continued. And yeah, sure, there was a driver game, but in that game you were undercover cop and it wasn't the game I was looking for. It was not the police chases I saw on TV, but one day everything changed. I walk into my favorite game shop and start browsing the shelves, and what's that? I can't believe my eyes. It's my favorite TV show, but this time it's a game. A game called World Scariest Police Chases. I quickly buy the game without any hesitation and run home as fast as I can. I get back into my room, pop the CD into my PlayStation. And there, my dream game from my favorite TV show in front of me. Immediately I go into the police academy to get trained for my upcoming shift as a law enforcement officer in control of my police cruiser. And I can't believe what I'm looking at. Graphics, real lifelike. Physics, 10 out of 10. Damage models, gorgeous. Sounds?
You did it. Great driving. You're on your way.
I'm in heaven. The game was developed by Unique Development Studios and co-published by Fox Interactive and Activision. This game aimed to bring the chaos of my favorite TV show of the same name into my living room. In the world's scariest police chases TV show, I always heard that famous voice narrating all the hectic chases I was seeing on the screen.
These are the world's craziest police chases. Bizarre and unusual pursuits.
And he's still got no lights on.
Extreme and explosive action.
It was narrated by the iconic Sheriff John Bunnell, and the game is no different.
For the police, high-speed pursuits are a fact of life. The last thing fleeing fugitives care about is the safety of themselves and others.
And it's most likely one of the biggest reasons I got so lost in this game.
Honed by intense training.
This game puts you squarely into the boots of the police officer tasked with maintaining the law and order in the fictional American city called Ashland. So forget being criminal here. I was the law. I was the one chasing down everything from petty car thieves to heavily armed gang members, and even, believe it or not, a runaway tank. At its core, World's Scariest Police Chases was an open-world action driving game, often compared to my mentioned series Driver, but with a distinct focus on the law enforcement side this time. The main meat of the game is its single mission mode, which serves as a kind of career mode. You'll tackle 20 diverse missions, each with unique objectives. These aren't just about simple chases. As I previously mentioned, as soon as I loaded the game up, I had to give myself an officer name. And of course, as the police academy. I thought this will take me like 5 minutes. Little did I know, this academy was hard as shit. I was there for hours trying to harness the power of my police cruiser, and somehow I passed all of these missions. Somehow, I did it.
Well done, officer. You have passed this test. You are ready for patrol.
After passing the impossible police academy, I was initiating high-speed pursuits. I was searching for and apprehending the suspect. I was participating in a time-critical races to a target location. I was escorting VIPs. I was responding to various police interventions and providing assistance, even engaging in undercover surveillance.
In the war on drugs, police are often required to go undercover to stop drug smuggling scum from bringing their deadly cargo to the streets. The challenge for these narcotic officers will be to stay close to their suspect without raising suspicion.
The game, in my opinion, had a nice variety of mission types, but the main loop of the game was chasing and apprehending. Once you located your target, the goal is simple: stop them. But wait, the game gives you two primary methods. So there's a stress meter. You can relentlessly pursue the criminal, stay close to their vehicle, and make their life difficult until the stress meter fills up, causing them to surrender. So this was a less destructive, more tactical approach, but who the hell wants that when you're a teenager? I rather prefer the second method, vehicle damage, or, and this is where the scariest part comes in, players can ram the criminal's vehicle using their own police cruiser as a battering ram, or more effectively, unleash a full arsenal of weapons. Oh wait, I didn't mention you had guns in this game? Yeah, guns. You're not just armed with a standard pistol, you had shotguns, machine guns, rifle-mounted grenade launchers, and even light anti-tank weapons, commonly known as low rockets. Those were used for those stubborn criminals. All these weapons can often only be used while driving, adding to the intensity of the game. And oh yeah, most importantly, it wasn't just police cruiser at your disposal either. The game boasts 13 different vehicles to unlock and drive, ranging from standard police sedans and SUVs to undercover cars, and yes, as I mentioned before, even a tank. Combine these vehicles with a selection of firearms made a really cool video game. There is freaking missions where the criminals who are being chased drops the packages out of the car, which you have to go look for and apprehend the suspect.
Control, we found the weapon. It's a shotgun. We'll get it back to the station.
Seeing this level of detail as a kid was mind-boggling to me. For real, I thought this game was a cop simulator. Hey, but that's not it. The game was open world, kinda. The city of Ashland itself, it's quite substantial for a PlayStation game of its era. The game featured over 50 kilometers of roads and highways. It's designed to feel like a real metropolitan area, completed with downtown districts, industrial zones, suburbs, a harbor, and even an airport. The game also features dynamic weather system with day-night cycles, rain, fog, and lighting effects, which can significantly impact handling and visibility during chases. A big selling point, true to its TV show's roots, I guess, is the inclusion of Sheriff John Bunnell's narration throughout all of these missions.
Drug-running punk found out that the harder you run, the longer the arm of the law will reach. The only deals this narcotics pusher will be making are with the district attorney.
He provides real-time commentary, adding to the immersive and authentic feel of being in a police chase. I felt like there were helicopters over my head filming these chases like I saw on a live TV, while I was fully immersed, just like the TV shows I used to watch. This game honestly left an impact on me. But there's more. There were more. World's Scariest police chases wasn't just a single-player affair. This is where the game truly shone for some. It featured a two-player cooperative mode, where one player handles the driving and the other controls the weaponry. This was called Fox Omniplay. This technology was a fantastic addition, requiring teamwork and communication during these intense pursuits. One person would drive a car, as I mentioned, and the second person would shoot the gun. So you had to fight with your friend which person gonna occupy which seat in a police cruiser. For those who just wanted to cruise and cause some controlled chaos, a free patrol mode allowed players to roam Ashland, initiating their own pursuits. Upon its release, World's Scariest Police Chases received mixed reviews. According to Metacritic, critics often praised its direct adaptation of the TV show's over-the-top, exciting nature and sheer variety of missions and weapons. The co-op mode was also a highlight to me. However, it wasn't without its criticisms. Some reviewers noted that the graphics, while decent for the PlayStation, could be harsh, and the game suffered from massive pop-ups, as you can see in the footage, and occasional slowdown. The physics also could be questionable, particularly with jumps and collisions leading to frustrating moments. The difficulty, as I mentioned, was often very high, with very strict mission failure conditions, where one wrong turn could mean instant failure. And in a way, it was still enjoyable, as you wanted to have one more go at cracking those missions. Some also felt that the core gameplay loop of chase, ram, shoot could become repetitive, but that's just critics, and I thought the game was fantastic. For me, this game was everything I ever wanted. I remember spending days and weeks and even months grinding this game over and over again. There was nothing else like it. It carved out its own insane little niche in a totally packed PlayStation driving scene by focusing 100% on one thing: the sheer thrill of the police pursuit. And let's not forget the legendary voice of Sheriff John Bunnell backing it all up, bringing that extra layer of epicness to every chase. It was my favorite TV show in which I could participate in and be the law. This game was actual cinema for me.